Everybody, hold on, let me turn you around. About to take this bitch off the motherfucking frame and body. Alright, so what I did, I went to Home Depot and I got 2 feet, two sections. Those are 4x4 boards. I grabbed 20 feet of it, cut it into 1 foot sections, and I needed 8 total for 4 jack stands. So let me get under here. I cut the exhaust off because I'm gonna run dual exhaust from the front all the way to the back. And so I cut the exhaust off. I gotta take that part back there out. Um, I placed the board across because when you lower the car, it does that right there. It bent the floors upwards. So what I'm gonna do after I get done painting the frame and undercarriage and everything, I'm going to take body and dolly hammers and just whack it back into place, make it flat. I should have put the boards across, going across first, and then lowered the car, but I really wasn't thinking. So future reference for people that are doing it the method I'm doing, put a piece of 2x4 going across, and then put your jack stands. Well, put your jack stands, then put your 2x4 going across. So I started with raising the car in the middle, and it really didn't work out how I was wanting it. So I raised it in the front all the way with 4x4 right there on both of the jacks, and then lifted the car all the way up as high as it would go. Well, I jacked the jack all the way up as high as it would go, and then I put the 4x4s and the jack stands underneath, and then lowered it, and then I did it for I lowered it, and then I did it for the back. And when I lowered the front, that's when I seen my floorboards bend upwards. So with that being said, I got to take this fender back off. Oh, I got a lot to update you guys on, so let me go ahead and get to it. So with the frame off, continue what I was talking about. I have to take this fender off, take the wheel wells off. I'm debating if I'm gonna take the wheel wells off. No, I already cleaned right here on the frame. I just gotta clean where the engine was and then clean on top. So I might take the fender wells off. I'm gonna do the firewall also. My daughter's coming out to blow bubbles and shit. And then I'm gonna paint the frame. So I went to Harbor Freight, grabbed a bunch of wire wheels, disposable paint cups. I grabbed 2 quarts from Walmart. Man, hey, when I tell you I've been working my ass off and just been chilling, and even my coworkers have told me, they're like, man, I drive down the street from your house. I drive down your street all the time. I don't ever see you outside. I'm like, dude, that's because I'm at work. Body bushings. Windshield primer. It's called 3M one-step window primer. So I sanded all this down to bare metal, and then I put the one step right through here. This is the piece I welded in. I got to finish up the body work right there. Finish sanding that down, and then I'm probably going to end up priming. I'm going to sand all this down, and then I'm going to prime it. And then I'll be done with that side, and then I'll throw my door back on. Bro, my car's been sitting here for like a month without a door being on it. 2 months. Almost. There's my old exhaust. I also need to... Hold on. There we go. Sand all this down and prime it. But I really don't want to take the door off. I think I'm going to wait until after I get done doing all this. Yeah, you can see my floors bent upwards, so I'm going to just hit that down with a hammer. I've realized I've been having a lot of water getting into my car because the drain line's not being installed, or this, that, and the third. Like, there's water right there. There's water right there. So, yeah. When I get this frame off shit done, I'm taking all my seats, dash, all that shit out. I'm gonna sand down everything and spray inside, and then I'm going to start my sunroof repair, fixing this dip. I actually just have to jack this up on the inside and then install a brace. That's looking like that because I don't have all the bolts bolted in. So I ran my drain lines. I don't think I ever told you guys how I did my drain lines. So from Ace Hardware, 5/16 tubing, vinyl tubing, and run it down right through there. And it's going to come out right there. That's for the front. For the back, ran the drain lines straight down, went through my trunk. I have to weld that back. I have to weld that hole shut. And then there's my drain line. I did the leak test to make sure all my drain lines worked. All that shit works. So, whew, this is really all I got to do today is just cleaning and painting my undercarriage and frame and dropping this frame, and then I'll be. And it's on. I've been working on this for a few hours, so it's on 250 now. So this is part one. Next part you see is probably everything going to be clean, and I'm going to be beginning to paint the undercarriage and shit. So that'll probably be the second part of this that you guys will see. But in total, it took me 4 jack stands, but I bought 8 just in case. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let me go ahead and get back to it, my boy. This motherfucker coming along nice. Like, this shit is fucking raw.